What is up? We are live. We are here. We're going to do some drafters. First, we're going to say hi to the chat. We got Pepper Tony. We have Brought. We have Scott. We have Nice and Blunt. We got Lutz here. Just actually got done recording an episode with Nice and Blunt. We done a war room. Uh, I think the team turned out pretty well. We almost got an insane value. Uh, I'm sure later he will say something about when that episode's going to premiere, but I look forward to that. I will definitely drop it in the Discord as well whenever it does. But we're going to go ahead, get and hit the intro, and then get ready to draft.
Hey, hey, we're grinding through the torment. High volume, no management. Hey, hey, taming souls in descent. Grinding drafts through the abyss, no rest in our veins. Feel striking like lightning, flooding endless pains from late season voids. He's dropping all the flames. Bestball Degens unite, shattering the chains. Old school RB stacking fury, derailing trendy trains. Who is commanding the storm etched in our brains? Who? Hey, thunder in the names, claiming all the kills, flames, babes, games. Degen wrath of fuse, stone age torment remains. Bestball eternal, in remains infernal domain. Pterodactyl pigs screaming, came in chaos reigns. Fossil fury fuels the fire, drafting through the veins.
All right. Dirty Piece here says Igbuka is so high that I can't move him up. The Goblin Bump would be pretty massive, I think. So that is to do with the poll. And that leads into the first topic is today's news. We're just going to go right over here. And Underdog NFL, Mike Evans plans to play in 2026 and will explore free agency options of free agency. We all expected him to play. He kind of mentioned that like without saying it yet. But will explore options in free agency means that he's more likely than a lot of people thought to leave Tampa Bay, right? So, and if he leaves Tampa Bay, who actually benefits the most? Is it Igbuka? Is it Godwin? Is it McMillan? Or is it him? I'm a very bullish Mike Evans guy. If it happens, I've expected this the whole time. That's why I have a bunch of Mike Evans. I think he will only go. He does want to chase a ring as well, so he's going to go to a good team that needs a receiver. I know the Bills don't have a lot of cap room, but I bet they could try to find a way to make this work. And if he goes to the Niners, he is the perfect fit for what they need. Like opposite side of Ricky Pearsall with Juwan Jennings leaving free agency. Like Mike Evans is the adult version of what Juwan Jennings is supposed to be. So I'm more in on him. I think everybody deserves a bump though. Like if he does leave, and this isn't for sure, like it's not for sure he's going to leave. Explore options to me means that like I don't know, but it kind of sounds like they'd already talked contract and that he's not like completely opposed. He doesn't say he's leaving Tampa for sure, but it sounds like he's definitely going to look at options, right? That's what he's saying. So that means that if somebody offers him a decent amount or a team he thinks is better fit to win a Super Bowl, that they will probably take him. By the way, I am joining right now in the other screen on drafters. We need 6 more. When that fills, I will jump in. If you're just popping in, if you can smash the like, I would appreciate it as well. Other news, Kenneth Walker unlikely to be franchise tagged by the Seahawks. That is interesting because that means they're probably going to sign him to a multi-year deal. Which is fine. Like, I think that's actually pretty good for his long-term stuff as well. And then Tyreek Hill said the cheetah will be back. I know that that's just like a player talking, but that to me means that he's going to work as hard as he possibly can to be ready for this season. And that to me means he will be doing all of the like as much training as he can, and his ADP at current price feels pretty okay. Let's get to chat though. Nice and Blunt says that'll either drop tomorrow or Thursday, depending on your workload. Tomorrow, got it. Just message me sometime or tell me during one of my streams tomorrow, and I will I'll find it. I'll post in my Discord. Welcome Hartman. Welcome Peanut. Yeah, I don't know what percent I am on Evans, but I know it's like around 15 to 20%, somewhere between 15 to 20%. Patriots would be awesome as well. They definitely need that style of guy. I think they have a little bit of money as well. I mean, he could just be getting more money to stay. I think that I assume that he's going to get more money than they want to pay, though. What's up, W for Omega and Caddy Kev? How we doing? Losimo, welcome. Welcome, Losimo. Gotta promote a little there. So we have Lutz at the 9. We got the 10. Game tied at the 12. Broad at the 5. Not sure if Cutie's watching, but they're at the 6. Bryson at the 7. Bryson was in the war room off stream that Nice and Blunt and I done as well. He got the 2-hole, or they got the 2-hole, assuming. I don't need to assume male or female, but let's be honest, most best ballers are male. Maybe not. Diggs getting cut. Them's fighting words. Look at that. Here we go. It's on. It's on in the chat. Come in here just to mess things up. Look at that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's on. RM covers. Thanks for showing up. We need that. We need that there. Yeah. Nothing like a little turmoil in the chat. I'll stir it up. Don't worry. I'll try to stir it up as well. Man, Bucks Baker later round backstack fun at the moment. Yeah. I mean, I've thought this the whole time. That's why I've been bullish on, like, it's still not out of the question that Evans stays. But I'm overweight Evans specifically for this. I don't think he could, like, I really don't know if he could land in a spot that's, like, another team that nobody would talk about. What about the Ravens? What if he goes to the Ravens and takes over the goal line? Like, that, I think that Lamar would find a pretty good use for him, you know? We're gonna take Ashton Genty here. We're gonna go ahead and do that. I have a very hard time, like, I continually say I have a hard time with CeeDee Lamb right now. Yeah, there is a rumor, but, like, that has to be a trade. And Mike Evans is probably going to be cheaper. So if that's an option for them, maybe they just go that route. I'm pretty in on the Jefferson price right now. I think that as long as JJ isn't the JJM is not the guy throwing the ball to him, that he's kind of a value right now. I know Lutz agrees. I didn't do that just to spite you because you gave me your rankings. I've been taking him at like 13 for a while now. Yeah, absolutely. I mean that is for sure. But, like, I don't know. I think he wants to win a ring because he has mentioned that already. And if I think he understands the Bucks are kind of not really close enough for a ring, and moving to an AFC team would make sense because for years the AFC has been the stronger conference. but that is not true anymore. Like the NFC is just much stronger right now. So moving over to the AFC, and the AFC has a lot more wide receiver needy teams as well that are good. Like if he doesn't, like San Francisco, like was really good last year and they were really hurt, like that would make some sense. But I kind of wonder if he doesn't look to go to the AFC to give himself a better chance. Yeah, and I've seen that, the Kay Adams stuff, trying to get, she can get anybody to say anything for good reasons. Tell Lamar that Evans is a tight end. I mean, he's built like one. Yeah, I mean, Brown to like AJ to the Ravens makes sense. It does, but like, are you saying that Mike Evans to the Ravens doesn't make sense? Like, I think that they would want to the cheaper guy. Like, why can't Bill the Ravens just make a real attempt at one of these actually talented wide receivers? I think it's a thinner path to win, but Lutz was close to winning the whole thing last year with Trey McBride. So if you watch that episode with Lutz that we did a couple weeks ago, he was the guest. He ended up getting 9th. I think he went into the last week second or third. I think he was in second going into the last week and had a bad run out. But he had Trey McBride and almost shipped the whole damn thing with an elite tight end. So it's definitely possible. They just have to outscore everything else in that area. Yeah, that is what I want. Like, the problem with Buffalo is their cap space, but I think they could make it work. And I was actually pretty out on Josh Allen, but somebody the other day said that they got first. They shipped one of the pre-draft contests with Josh Allen, but that's because they got Puka CMC. It's not that Josh Allen was a bad pick, right? Like let's go. Let's go with Kyron. I don't click very much Kyron. I've clicked him like I'm in a mood today where I'm willing to click Kyron Williams. I don't love the price, but I think it's fine. And if I'm in the mood to click some Kyron, I need to just do it because I'm not in the mood to click Kyron very often. So that's what we're doing here. All right, so we end up getting one of these guys back. I think I'm going to take the gamble on Garrett Wilson here. I'm probably going to set up and I know Lutz is kind of on this guy, but if he's available near the end of the draft, I might take Derek Carr here and try to set that up. There were rumors that Derek Carr would like to play with the Jets. He would be an upgrade to that room. I mean, obviously he'd be an upgrade to that room, but he'd be an upgrade for all the receivers there as well. What's up, Chad Candles? For those of you who aren't subbed to Chad Candles, go to Chad Candles stream or go to Chad Candles right meow. Give him a sub. He deserves it. He is the morning streamer. He starts sometime around 8 a.m., like 7:30 to 8 a.m. Central every morning, as well as check out Nice and Blunt as well, who was on here yesterday. Kind of crazy that Kyron has held close to the same ADP for 3 years. And like he's performed at that ADP almost every year as well. Like whether you want to admit it or not, it's true. You took him as your third along with Caleb and Dak. Talking about Carr. Yeah, like I think he's a fine last round click. And I think that the Jets would make some sense for him. For sure. So we're definitely doing this one draft. Plan on doing a second draft. Like, assuming we get, like, if we get to 30 likes, I'll do a second draft. And when we get there, I will put a pull up, and we will either do another drafters or a $1 DK draft. We'll do one of those DK drafts. So whatever you guys want, we will vote for it if we get to those likes. If not, I'm going to fire up my grill. I'm going to make some bacon cheeseburgers today. I'm doing that either way, but I wouldn't mind getting to them even sooner, honestly. You've been taking less Adams this year with some ideas TD's flowed, Kyron. It all feels gross, doesn't it? It all feels gross. I mean, I know, like, Lutz, is he going to pass on this massive value or not? Because if he does, okay. Because, like, that is so good. Getting Terry there, like, that feels awesome. Yeah, I'm pretty clearly Rome here. This was a discussion in the Chad Candle stream earlier today. They are all really out on Rome and pretty in on where'd he go? Luther Burden. I think that Rome Odunze should be close to Luther Burden. I think that, like, I was actually watching something later in the day. It was a Dynasty Land podcast. He broke down exactly what I was trying to say, that, like, if you look at the splits of before Rome got hurt and didn't, like, Rome was dominant. Like, he was dominant before the injury. And after the injury, he just tried to play through it. Some people can't play through injuries very well. It kind of feels like he's obviously one of those. So do I think I want one of these guys. I could just take Jaden Daniels just to make his day really bad. We're actually just gonna do Caleb. We're just gonna pull Caleb up. I don't love it, but, like, I also don't hate that. Yeah, it's a very divisive thing so far this season. The Rome versus Burden. Like, I will say that both of them, there's a misconception, in my opinion, that Rome doesn't have the ability to be a second round pick next year. I think he absolutely does. Like, just because, like, if he would have went on the same trajectory he had, I think it was the first 8 games. Like, let me bring it up in another screen real quick. I don't have player profiler up yet. Give me a minute. Yeah, the thing is, they're both good clicks. Like, I just said I have Rome one spot ahead of Luther Burden, and the Candles chat, like, wanted nothing to do with it. And I'm like, you could say I'm an idiot. That's fine. Like, but, like, I think that you don't, in my opinion, like, they were all saying that, like, Rome doesn't have the ability to be a second round pick next year. And, like, we're 10 away. So let's look at the beginning of the year last year. 15.7. This is full PPR, by the way. 15.7, 31.8, 15.2, 16.9. A couple bad games, another good one, a bad one, another 20-point game. And, like, yes, those 2 games were bad. But then he had this game where I think he got hurt. I don't know what. No, this is just the game that he got absolutely shut out. Like, he played the whole time and got shut out. Like, I remember this game. But it was more that they wouldn't defend anybody. Like, everyone else was wide open the whole time. This was the Colson Loveland running through 7 Bengals at the end of the game. Do y'all remember that play? It was 2. But, like, look at that. Like, you're telling me that guy doesn't have an opportunity to, like, improve next year, and then he got hurt and just wasn't the same down the stretch? I disagree. So I take some Rome, but he's not my favorite. He was TD dependent, no big yardage games. Hot take, Burden and Rome. Yeah, I mean, that could happen as well. Like, why couldn't they be like CD Lamb Pickens, right? Caleb came on more when Rome was hurt. Yep. skill set, I think, for Rome is good or better than Burden, but Burden may be the wide receiver in this. And Burden does feel like the spike week guy for sure, right? Like I'm not going to argue that. Like he definitely feels like he has the spike week profile. Like it definitely feels better. Yeah, and I don't think either will ever return second round value. That never stopped Jalen Waddle from going in the second round. And okay, so when DJ Moore is released, I bet those Rome haters see the light. Maybe. Like, and I'm not even saying that like I'm not saying that Bird's a bad pick. I'm just saying that like I think that Bird's yard per makes him immune to any slander. And like I'm not talking negative about Burden. I'm just saying that I think people are underestimating the other guy. Is all. That's all I'm saying. I think Rome be like in my ranks I have Rome one pick ahead of Luther Burden. If you don't think that's right, that's fine. Like there's nothing wrong with it. If you think Burden has a better skill set than Rome, I don't know what those like. Bestball Soul's always in my Discord using letters instead of words, and it never does anything but confuses me. He acts like it saves time. It just confuses me. There we go. I just get confused by every time that happens. It's pretty funny. Just my take. I don't trust Williams at all. Yeah, like the thing is they're both 5th round picks right now. Burden sometimes in the 4th. Everybody doing the second round breakout stuff as well, or second year breakout with Burden, and they like saying that Rome failed the second year breakout feels a little thin to me, because he was kind of on his way to smash, and some things happened, and like I honestly don't think so. Like the Ben Johnson offense has always been a run first offense, but that's never stopped them from having awesome wide receivers, right? Like Amon Ra is fantastic, right? And JMO was fantastic with them. So what's up, Chayato? How we doing? There we go. And if you're just popping in, if you could smash a like, I would appreciate it. And if you're new and you enjoy the content, think about subbing. We almost hit 420 before today's stream, which I would have counted for the nice and blunt 420 mark. But we didn't get there. All right, so that was about worst case scenario. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take Jordan Love there with the Tucker Craft. I'm just going to go ahead and pull my boy up. He ain't going to come back. I need a third running back. I feel really good about my other positions right now. If Game Tight wants him, he can have him. It's fine. I'm not going to be upset. I wouldn't mind getting some Wandale either. I don't have much Wandale. And getting him after ADP. Malik Willis? That was unexpected. Game Tight, are you here? Let me know why you pulled Malik Willis up that high. Like, I know you listen. If you're in a spot that you can say something, like I'm not hating, I'm just wondering. I like, because that's the old Justin Fields ADP, right? Right there. That's the Justin Fields ADP from last year. I'm very curious on why. Malik. So I think that Emmett Johnson is going to end up going around Pollard eventually. That's my take. I I have 55% or 60%, something like that on drafters right now. I think it's 55%. And I have 68% Omar Cooper. I'm either going to do very good or very bad with those two players. Like, those are the two players I have like an excessive amount of, and I'm spreading out my portfolio other than that. So I feel pretty good about those two stands though. So like we'll see what happens. Like, I felt good about some stands last year that didn't work out. So why not? He won't make it back to you, and he's much higher average. Okay. Yeah, I guess in quarterback hungry rooms, maybe he wouldn't make it back. I'm hoping that Jaden Reed makes it back to me. He doesn't, obviously. This is a big fall on Xavier Worthy. I haven't seen Worthy fall this far. I know I've seen you take him a bunch. Like I think he's a fine pick. Like he averaged 44 rush yards a game, I think it was, in his starts. I think he's got 6 starts in his career, something like that. Let's look it up right now. So game log last year. 60, 44, 3, 16. Only one game with good fantasy points, though. That's kind of weird. Go to 2024. So 41, 73, 23. It's actually not as good as I was expecting it to be. Like, he has a couple 20-point games in there, but that's not as bullish as I was expecting it to be, honestly. I like the upside swing, and I think if he gets first team reps the whole time, like, it does change things for sure. So like I'm not gonna hate on it. Because like this is an upside game, and if he is 700 yards, like that's a really good pick, Tyron Tracy. He wasn't going to make it back to you. We're going to take Dobbs here. There are rumors that Dobbs goes back to Green Bay. I don't know how likely that is. I'm probably going to end up with J.K. Dobbins here if he comes back. If not, like, I am fine taking another wide receiver. Or Jawan Johnson. I think Jawan Johnson's a good pick here. But I already have Tucker Kraft. I mean, I guess I could just take, like, Sam Darnold at 135 feels a little light. All right, so we are able to pick up the Dobbins. So the team right now, we got Caleb Williams, Jordan Love, running backs, Ashton Genty, Kyron Williams, Emmett Johnson, J.K. Dobbins, wide receivers, Jefferson, Garrett Wilson, Roma Dunze, Alec Pierce, Romeo Dobbs, and Tucker Kraft. So we have a Roma Dunze, Caleb Williams stack. We have a Jordan Love, Tucker Kraft stack. If they re-sign Dobbs, we also have him. Malik Willis's, yeah. I mean, I've seen him and Kyler's both rising. Absolutely. Mikey Boy gets it. Get your guys. We got 37 watching. We appreciate it. Just for those of you who are here, tomorrow at my normal time, we'll be back on Underdog, and we'll be here with Steph Miller. I absolutely look forward to that. That'll be at 4 p.m. Central, and I'm sure, like, I haven't confirmed multiple drafts with her. I'm definitely going to do more than one draft, at least 2 tomorrow. and maybe more. I don't know. Steph is obviously allowed to stay as long as they want. And after, like, definitely going to try to end sometime between 7 and 7:15, if not before, because I'm also going live later that night at 8 p.m. and Updog will be on here. He finished 4th in the Dinger last year. I don't know anything about baseball, but we're going to draft some baseball and we're going to see what we can do. I'm going to do a little research tomorrow. It'll be like, it will be a don't listen to what I say kind of thing. I'm just going to kind of like, I have some base takes based on structure and like what to do in the baseball stuff based on the runouts I seen last year, but like it's very thin, very surface level stuff. So if you do draft Underdog Baseball and you want free EV, you will not want to miss that for sure. But I assume Updog will be able to get me in the right direction. I trust him for sure. All right, so what do I want to do here? There's a couple running backs I like. Rachaad White has been just flying up the board, by the way. Just absolutely flying up the board. We're also 11 likes away from doing a second draft. The second draft will be a vote between drafters and DraftKings. All right, so I don't click Tajay enough. We're going to go ahead and do that here. I like Tajay. I like him. I think he's properly priced now. And I think that like some of the players I like behind him are now going ahead of him. Because for a while, Dobbins was behind him and Rachaad White was behind him and Mason was behind him. And all those players have went. So I feel pretty confident in taking him. Definitely going to take Kelsey if he comes back around. And if not, like, I'm not going to take Theo. I have an absolute bag of Theo Johnson right now. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So we do get Kelsey. So, like, this feels really good. Tucker Craft press Kelsey. That feels really awesome. For sure, like that. This is a very balanced team. I like this a lot. I'll be able to add Derek Carr at the end of this, like I was saying. Like if I don't get him in the last round, like if somebody wants him before round 20, take him. I'm not going to be upset if he goes, and I'll just end with 2 quarterbacks. It's perfectly fine. I'm not going to get upset about it. It's Derek Carr. You know, Derek Carr was on a bigger board semifinals team I had last year. What's up? Yep. Emmett Johnson, 111, not even high enough. Was there more news on Emmett Johnson? Like just now? Did he run a 4.11 or something? No, he's not going to do that. But like Emmett Johnson, absolute animal. Like I love Emmett Johnson. Absolutely love Emmett Johnson. And I know that's not like, that's the cool thing for streamers to say, but I got there without looking up other people's ranks. I did my ranks, and Emmett Johnson was pretty clearly the 2. Price was pretty clearly the 3 for me. And then Jonah Coleman. All I have to say about Derek Carr is it's hard to win football games when you have to convert 3rd and 13 all game. Josh McDaniels. That's good advice. That sounds like something John Madden would say. Carr, huh? Hey, remember, I let you have Jaden Daniels, sir. I allowed that to happen. You owe me, sir. That's how this game's played. You owe me. What do I want here? I think I might take a Katron Allen share. Actually, let's do the Jet. I haven't done this yet. Let's just do the Jets thing. Why not? It's just one team. Let's just do the Jets thing. I mean, let's go ahead and do it. Take Omar Cooper right now. You have to take him. Game tight. It's on you. Do I get to 70% Cooper or not? It's on game tight right now. What do you do? What do you do, sir? He's going to let it time down. You stole all my... Hey, that was Peppertoni's fault, sir. That was Peppertoni's fault, for sure. All right, Omar Cooper. There we go. We got the... No, like Omar Cooper is... I think he's the single best pick on the board. I've said that for a while. I think that here pretty soon we're going to be he's going to be in the 140s for sure. Dane Brugler's rankings came out and he's the 28th overall player in this draft for Dane Brugler. People were expecting him to go in the 3rd round. There is no way. And if Buffalo can't sign somebody in free agency, he's going to be available for him there. I know people think that he can't play outside and he needs to play in the slot. I do think that it would be a bad, it wouldn't be an optimal fit, but he's not Keon Coleman. Yeah, I don't think he's just a slot guy. And I will show you why I think that. So where is it? So there's Omar Cooper. So here's Omar Cooper's stats. In 24 without Mendoza, he only had 28 receptions and 48 targets, but he was used as a downfield threat with a quarterback that was much, much worse, right? And he was fine for a team that wasn't really that good on offense. He had 28 for 594, 21.2 yards per reception, 16 ADOT. And you don't have missed tackles forced when you're a down the field threat. So I think if he had a better quarterback throwing to him, those numbers would look a lot better. And Cignetti knows that he is optimal for the slot, but that doesn't mean he can't play outside. 564 yards and 21 ADOT on 28 catches is pretty solid. What was Indiana college football? What was their record the year before? 2024. I'm looking it up right now. I don't know. Were they good the year before as well? Were they actually good the year before? Because it said 11-2, which would make sense. Actually, it must have been that he was good, or they were good. So this Lane Pryor guy, don't take him, by the way. All right, so we're going to go ahead. Which guy do we want? We're going to take Emmanuel Wilson here, I think. Actually, yeah, we're going to take Wilson. It is. Agree to disagree. I think. I could see that. Right, yeah, and like if it's wrong, at least it's not a fourth round pick, you know, like. And by the way, we're still seven likes away from doing a second draft. All right, we're gonna go with my boy Michael Trigg. So I know, like I'm just a believer that his skill set is more than a slot guy, and I kind of view him as the guy that will be outside. Like I think that he will play slot in 3 wide receiver sets for the right team. I do need to take a little bit more. Like I'm basically waiting for Bryce Lance to run his 40 to take more. I took 1 or 2 shares of him early. I think I've taken 2 shares of him early. But even if he runs like a 4.3, he's not going to become like a round like 17 pick. Like you're still going to be able to get your exposure to him then. Like I think he's a solid player. But if he does run a 4.5, he like so NFL Draft Buzz has him projected to run a 4.52. And if that's what he runs, I don't love. Like, I generally don't care that much about 40 time for wide receiver, but for Bryce Lance specifically, I do think it matters. Better NFL player than fantasy, not just a slot guy. I'm hearing Josh Downs 2.0. I mean, he could be. And if I'm getting Josh Downs at round 17, give it to me. I'll take 70% Josh Downs in round 18, 17. My average ADP is 200 right now. Like, yeah. We're going to go ahead and set ourselves up for failure. We're going to type in Derek Carr, and we're going to see, just watch it fizzle away. I mean, if it was in round, I probably wouldn't do it. But, like, if that's his floor, like, I think that's the absolute floor of Omar Cooper is Josh Downs. Maybe I'm too bullish. I'm probably too bullish. Yeah, like, I mean, 70% on Downs last year would have been something, right? Something horrific and unseeable, right? Like you would never. All right, so we only have the one rookie. Do we do the Lance here? I think we do the Bryce Lance. Shout out RM Covers. I haven't done Lance for a while. Actually, there's one player. There's a different player. We're taking Savion Williams. If Dobbs leaves, we have the double stack still. And if Dobbs leaves, Savion did get a little more usage down the stretch. And whenever he was on the field, they used him quite a bit. I need to look into his target share per route and all that. I think it was high. It felt high. But anyway, we're going to review the teams. We need 3 likes to do a second draft. If not, we will see you tomorrow. But I got a bunch of teams to go through. We got this one. I think we got like 6 teams to go through. So we have some time. My team, we got a 3-6-8-3. Caleb Williams, Jordan Love, Derek Carr. Projecting Derek Carr to go to the Jets. Ashton Jeanty, Kyron Williams, Emmett Johnson, J.K. Dobbins, Tajay Spears, Emmanuel Wilson. I think that works. I really like it. Wide receiver, Jefferson, Garrett Wilson, Roma Dunze, Alec Pierce, Romeo Dobbs, Adonai Mitchell for the double, Omar Cooper, Savion Williams, tight end, Kraft, Kelsey, and Michael Trigg. Feels solid. It's definitely not my best team. Definitely not my worst team. We got game tight in the 12, 3-6-8-3. Lamar Jackson, Malik Willis, Kyler Murray. Took both of them above ADP with Lamar Jackson above ADP. Like, I don't love that you took all of them way above ADP. But yeah. Running back, Omarion Hampton, Kyle Monengai, Tyler Algier, and I think Algier's just mispriced. I kind of like honestly, I kind of like Algier more than Monengai, just straight up. Tank Bigsby, Caleb Johnson, Devin Neal. Wide receivers, Zay Flower. Okay, like I don't mind moving up the Zay Flowers, but moving both other quarterbacks up, that does feel a little much to me. But who am I to judge? I have 70% Omar Cooper. Zay Flowers, Brian Thomas, Denzel Boston, Matthew Golden, Shaheed, Trey Harris, Jalen Noel, Devontae Walker. I like the Walker click. McBride, Warren, and Andrews. Yeah, I feel solid. One like away. We got Lutz, 3773. Jaden Daniels, he got the fall on Terry and got the Jaden stack. That feels good. Bryce Young, Michael Penix. Running back, Achane, Pollard, Jadarian Price, Tyrone Tracy, Trey Benson, Najee Harris, and Ray Davis. All right, give me 1 minute. So this poll ended. If Mike Evans leaves in free agency, most bullish for Jalen McMillan right now is winning at 41%, Igbuka 35%, Evans 19%. Only one vote. We have 37 votes. That's awesome. Only one. It looks like 2 votes for Chris Godwin. All right, so next draft will be drafters $10 or DK $1. After we're done reviewing whatever it says, that's what we'll do. We got back here. We got through the running backs. Wide receivers, Drake London, McMillan, JMO, the McLaurin stack. You got the Tet stack and you got the London stack, all at ADP. That feels pretty good. Ricky Pearsall, Godwin, and Ted Hurst. I like Ted Hurst. Tight end, Hunter Henry, Isaiah Likely, and Pat Fry. That's really solid team. We all know Lutz. Lutz knows what he's doing for sure. We got Bryson here. By the way, Cutie, if you're here, say something. If you're not, I will not review it. We got a 2783. Jackson Dart, Tyler Shuck, Jonathan Taylor. I love the Scattaboo Dart stack. Bayshaw Tootin, Jonah Coleman, Dylan Sampson Rodriguez, Damon Claiborne. I kind of like as an upside guy. Malik Neighbors for the double stack. Olave. So you got Olave and Juwan Johnson for the double there as well. This is a well-constructed team. Carnell Tate, Quentin Johnson, DJ Moore, Pat Bryant, Trey Tucker, Darius Slayton. So you actually have a double stack, a triple stack with Scattaboo. Quad stack with Theo, actually. Very, very correlated. Juwan Jennings, Theo Johnson, and Mason Taylor. I think that with the prices of those players, there's a chance it could work, but over-correlating on drafters does seem a lot thinner and less likely to work, based on my experience so far over on drafters. We got brought 3683. Drake May, Sam Darnold at 15 pick discount. It was hard not to take him. Shadur, Chase Brown, Jalen Warren, Blake Corum, JCM, Alvin Kamara, Kamani Vidal. I'm a little out on JCM at ADP, but the rest of them are all good. You also got a little bit of a discount on both of these players, so I like the room overall. And I don't mind mixing in some JCM. I'm a little lower than him on him. JSN, Nico Collins, Igbuka, Steph Diggs, Jalen Coker, Torrey Horton, Cooper Kupp, Darnell Mooney. Tight ends, Colson Loveland, AJ Barner, and TJ Hawkinson. The entire Seahawks offense with Darnold feels really good with the push. And like I just said, like I over correlating is something, but like with the prices being so cheap on Barner, Cup, and Horton, like it does make it feel a little better as well. But it looks like Drafters is winning. So we're going to go back out of here. We're joining the Drafters right now. So good luck. We have 4 more spots. I'm going to hit the countdown because I need to do something real quick.
We never leave the brine. Fury, endless, relentless, fantasy, reigns. Who waits? Immortal.
All right, we are ready to go in. So on Drafters, I've been predominantly at the back end, and on Underdog, I've been predominantly at the front end. We got Broad at the 102. We got Corey Drellick at the 103. We have Saul at the 105. I think Big Box Store listens. If you do, say something. I appreciate if you do. We got Game Tide at the 108. We got Bryson at the 10. I got the 11. Cutie Patootie at the 12. We're going to change up the song, I think, here. Hopefully FK doesn't call Lutz an idiot again for this draft. Derek Carr going from week 1 last year with Overzet to playing with Wilson and Hall. Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah, I forgot about that. To be fair on downs, the best quarterback he ever had was a half a season of Danny Dimes. Absolutely. Yeah, I don't know. I was just reading what Microb said, which is always a dangerous adventure, right? I won't do that unless he takes Hunter Renfrow. Hunter Renfrow was on his team that won $27,000. Like, it's a brand play. I think Lutz should be forced to take Hunter Renfrow on every draft in round 20. What do you guys think? You got to do it for the brand, Lutz. Do it for the brand. Hunter Renfrow, round 20. Brand play. Let's go. I said I was going to change the music and absolutely didn't do that. And let me know if that... I have to change the volume down. Let me know if the volume's good. So, I've been getting a lot of Genty. I forgot to run the clip last time. I didn't run my clip. I forgot I had the clip. But I'm probably going to not take Genty here unless the board runs perfectly wrong. Yeah, I prefer the lower as well. I didn't know how high it was on the last one. So, yeah. Yeah, just let me know. Like, whatever works for you guys works for me. But, yeah, so tonight, I made a Makai Lemon video yesterday. I think I figured out, I was having an issue with, the way I was uploading was making it not give notifications whenever I uploaded the highlight videos. I've put 6 of them out there now. The lemon one tonight is going to go live at 7:30 p.m. I think I have it set up correctly to where everyone that has the bell turned on should get a notification for it. Let me know if that works or not. If you watch the video and it did work, if you could do me a favor in the comment, say that worked for me or whatever, that would help out tremendously. So yeah, we're just gonna do, I need to get some CD Lamb. So we're just gonna do this. Yeah. I can't even cook dinner without catching strays. Nope. Your fast is over. What are you eating to celebrate your 72-hour fast being over, Lutz? Just let us know. Everybody wants to know. Yeah. Yeah, you're famous now. You have to. Comes with the territory, man. Comes with the territory. So, nothing crazy happened in the first round. I'm pretty out on CMC at 6. Like, it felt like 400 plus touches. Taco Tuesday. Got it. It's hard to go wrong with tacos, man. It is. Yeah, but whenever this stream is over, I am firing up my grill. I'm cooking some cheeseburgers. I'm coming inside while those are cooking. I'm going to make some bacon on the griddle. We're going to make some bacon cheeseburgers. Probably going to throw some brats on as well. Just a good old meal. And then tomorrow night or Thursday night, I'm going to make some pork spare ribs, which are my favorite. I bought them today. Pork spare ribs, they're the best. And I'll smoke them. It'll be. They're always really good. I like to cook my pork with a lot of spice to them, which not everybody likes. But I like what Cutie Patootie did here. Genty plus Hampton. I think that's really sharp. I've done it myself. I'm a big fan of paying like number one, like the price, right? I think they cook up better. I think the pork ribs cook up better. And like I pay $10 for like 8 ribs, and they're huge. They're like they're huge little ribs, right? And like the beef ribs, there's so little meat on them compared to the pork ribs. At least the ones I get. Like the pork spare ribs specifically just have a lot of meat on them. But I need to start getting a little more rice. Like I have like 4%. I think I'm comfortable going to like 6. I don't like going double receiver back here because I'm probably locked into a running back I don't like, or pulling Scattaboo up to 38. I'm probably just going to ignore it and take 2 more receivers and then push. And then just not take receivers until like the end of the draft. What's offensive? I don't know if I don't remember saying anything offensive. Let me know what I say. Am I canceled? Did I get canceled, guys? What canceled me? So, I really don't want to do. Oh, grill some bra. Got it. Yeah, I got it. That's a dad joke that like only the person who said would get. Man, do I have to do 2 Chiron teams in a row? The answer is no. I don't have to. And I'm not going to. Although the lad pick was what I wanted there. Let's take AJ Brown. If Chiron comes back to me, it's meant to be. But I know QD hates wide receivers. So I knew I was good there. We're just going to we're going to pull Loveland up here. We're going to get a little weird here. We're going to do Loveland there, and then we're just going to, like, hopefully a running back makes it to 59. I've tried this a couple times, and if a running back doesn't make it back to you, it feels just horrendous. But I want to try to get some teams that are kind of similar to this built. Like, because if a running back doesn't make it back to me, it forces me to at least like a receiver plus a quarterback or or something like that, and then like probably like an 8 running back room. But the problem is that like you almost for sure need a running back in the first 3 rounds on drafters, because it's all about total points, and since running backs score more points than the wide receivers, especially in today's NFL, like the pathway to not taking a running back in the first couple rounds and getting there is really, really thin. So like although I don't think that this is the right strategy, there are years that stuff like this can work. So I'm not going to have 0 of it. I'm just going to have less of it opposed to the other strategies. Because the people and like the last couple of years, like one of the best picks on the board have been 2nd round running backs, right? Like the absolute smashes, Saquon, Jonathan Taylor. The year before that, I mean, I guess 2 years ago, or the 1 year was Amon-Ra CD, right? At the turn was the nuts. But for drafters, like the single week stuff doesn't matter. Like it matters. I mean, it does matter because like a separation, like if it happens on week 7 instead of week 17, you still get the same amount of value out of it. So, kind of running out of steam for whatever reason, but so on Thursday, the channel, we're going to have Steve on, and we're going to start doing a data dive type show. We're going to do wide receiver 2's effect on wide receiver 1's is going to be the topic. We're going to focus on the elites, the ones that like are top 4 rounds kind of stuff. So we'll see how that works out. Like, it looks like In French isn't going to let anybody have running backs. So this is going to feel really bad because I'm definitely going to be taking like another wide receiver here. And then probably Caleb. Another Caleb team. So like this wasn't the room to do this. I should have noticed that we had 3, and I know how QT drafts, and I know I wasn't going to take ET. Like, I refuse to take a single share of Travis Etienne until I see for sure he's on the Jaguars. And if he's on the Jaguars, he might move up an ADP to like 33, but like that's basically the same price in my eyes. So every single player I like went. Do I want the double? Let's just do it. We're just going to build the double. And we'll bail out at wide receiver or at running back later. Yeah, that is pretty funny. I forgot that was happening. I forget what all the stands people have. I remember mine. So, not in love with this team, but through 6, we have Caleb Williams, CeeDee Lamb, Jefferson, AJ Brown, with then the double stack of Dunze and Loveland. absolutely just attack running back from now on. Like I have a quarterback, I have a tight end. I'm probably gonna end this as like a. It's probably gonna be like a 2-8-7-3 or something. Definitely gonna run 8 running backs on this team. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to get there, but we're definitely going to run 8 running backs. If no RBs I like are available coming back, like I'll just take another wide receiver and stop at 6. I think that is perfectly acceptable. I don't have any wide receivers on the same team. So if we can dodge 3 players on a bye week the same week, a 6 stack could absolutely work, and it with the capital I have involved. And this is actually a good pivot for me because it'll get me off of an Omar Cooper share. Yeah, so man, I'm kind of in on just because like I was saying, being out on ETN until he signs, like I am in on it. Like Tootin's a player that I like that I don't get shares of because of where he goes. I mean, Pollard is definitely the pick for me. I mean, if I don't want Michael, I don't know if Fannin won't make a back, but this is where I think Fannin should go. I think Tucker Kraft should go where he went in this draft. And I think that Fannin should go sometime after him. Man, in French out here doing the Lord's work. Let's review his team real quick. He's got a 3-4-0-0. Joe Burrow, Drake May, Trevor Lawrence. Running back, CMC, Saquon Barkley, Bucky Irving, and DeAndre Swift. Doing the Lord's work out here. I mean, if Fannin makes it to me, we just take Fannin and we're done, right? Like, that is the absolute thing we do. Bryson will probably take Fannin, though. Like, I really don't want to do it, but I will. I will absolutely do it. What's the verdict? All right. There we go. So we're done at tight end. Absolutely. Harold Fannin, Colson Loveland. So that's +1. That's +1 on the running back totem pole, right? And I want one of those two, or Dowdle. Like, I'm fine with any of those 3. So I would prefer Pollard, I think. But I'm fine with Chuba as well. And since they took Laporta, like, we're good there. This is not the normal build that I've been making this year. It feels a little weird to go full 0 RB this year. So do we want Chuba or do we want Dowdle? Do we want Chuba or Dowdle? What do we want? I'm gonna go with Chuba. We're gonna do Chuba. I know that Chuba is on an offense that wants to run the ball. So I think being my RB1, I know Rico wants to go, like he said he wants to go to a team that he's gonna get to play more. So he definitely wants to leave. Like, he was pretty upset about the way things ran out. But that doesn't mean when he gets there that coach actually likes him whenever he starts playing. We know Canales is fine with Chuba. So I think Chuba is a fine pick. I don't love the pick, but I think it's a fine pick. And what else have we got? I mean, Alec Pierce at at this price is like, this is where I think he should be going the whole time. Like he should be going over here, not where he's been going. I mean, if Dak ain't gonna make it all the way back, but if he did, we would take him. So in French takes their first wide receiver, Jordan Addison there. We have let's look at the other teams we have. We have Bryson here at the 10 spot. Mahomes, James Cook, ETN, Neighbors, McConkey, Tate, Tyson, Michael Wilson. I like that better than my team. Well, what's Game Tight doing? Achan, Love, Tootin, Jadarian Price, McMillan, Jamo, Egbuka, Brian Thomas. I like that better than my team. Let's look what Soul's doing. Jackson Dart, Chase Brown, Quinshon Judkins, wide receivers, JSN, Olave, Devontae Adams, Alec Pierce at 92 feels really good. Tyler Warren, like that. Oh, that's awesome. That feels so good. I think this is the best team of the ones that I've looked at. We got Corey here, 1331. Brock Purdy, Jahmyr Gibbs, Brees Hall, Jalen Warren, Zay Flowers, Jalen Waddle, Ricky Pearsall, and Brock Bowers. Guess what? I like this better than my team. And what's Brock have going on? 2240. Jalen Hurts, Dak Prescott, Derrick Henry, Javonte Williams, Blake Corum, Puka, George Pickens, Devontae Smith, and Mike Evans. I like that better than my team. And my team that I don't like, Caleb Williams, Chuba, Lamb, Jefferson, Brown, Adunze, Loveland Fannin. Nice. We got to 420? Heck yeah. How we doing, AJ? Welcome to the Who Crew. Actually, I didn't do that. Give me a minute. There's a free Discord, and I always put it in the descriptions. We've been in there talking ball a lot today. There's been a lot of chatter today. And we do a lot of little things in there. But I'm putting it in the descriptions right now. But feel free to join. I post when I go live, all that stuff there. I also, we put some tools in there every once in a while, just some things. I try to post news in there whenever I see it come across. I also work, so I don't definitely always get it. Man, they killed running back. They also killed what in the hell is going on here? We're just taking Emmett Johnson. Screw it. Running back is so thin. Even Gainwell went. Gainwell was the one I was really wanting. He never goes that early. That's an awesome pick. I don't have very much David Montgomery. We're just going to do it here. But yeah, that's awesome. By the way, speaking of that, if you like and sub, if you want, at 500 subs, I'm committing to a 12-hour live stream. That live stream will be after the NFL draft, whenever a puppy launches over on Underdog. We'll mix in the other websites, assuming they have content out. But we will mostly be doing puppies there. We will definitely do, if we're going to do some drafters, I'll probably, if they have their stuff up, hopefully it's a mini. We will definitely try to, put out when that happens, because I know a lot of people can't do drafters, or can only do drafters. What's up, Bendels? How we doing, sir? Would like ETN on the Chiefs for this one. ETN going to Kansas City is a reasonable outcome thing to happen. I think that he kind of fits what Andy Reid wants to do. I'm curious what his price point is going to be, right? I don't know how much he's gonna how much he's gonna require. So like Kansas City, I just don't believe is going to spend a lot of money in free agency at the running back position. We never really have, so I don't see why it would change. But yeah, you got a nice little Chief stack going there. And I think Kansas City taking one of the elite receivers is kind of underrated in the draft right now as well. I think that like if Ruben Bain makes it to us, it's an instant pick. But yeah, I think so as well. I think Cooler says I think Etienne will command a lot of money being a 27-year-old former first-round pick coming off that season. I think he will. I don't know if he's gonna get what he thinks he's gonna get. I would like to get Jonah Coleman back. If I don't, it's fine. Like I'm fine with any of these three. I'm actually like I'm pretty fine with Jordan Mason as well. I have a really hard time taking James Conner. I kind of want to see a little more news on it and all that. Like we're definitely trying to patch this running back room together. But I mean, Shakir and Jaden Reed are both available. Like, what do we got? Like, if Jaden Reed makes it, I'm just going to take him. Yeah, we're going to take Jaden Reed here, and we're going to stop at 6 receivers. That's a pretty big fall on Jaden Reed. I think Jaden Reed is already mispriced. I take Dobbins all the time. I'm going to filter over and take Jordan Mason on this team. How many rookies you usually draft? On drafters specifically, I'm taking like 3 or so, but like I'm not saying that that's optimal either. I'm basically like I'm just attacking the 2 rookies that I think are absolutely mispriced, and that's Emmett Johnson and Omar Cooper Jr. And the other ones, like I think Katron Allen is kind of mispriced too. Like he's a perfect fit for this team. I think when it gets to post draft, like maybe less. I don't know how many. Like, let me bring it up on another web page real quick, because I can look back at the history and the like what won last year. I gotta find the correct things. I ended up getting, by the way, I never said anything about it, but I did end up getting 9th on the $5 second chance. The Ramondre touchdown cost me from 3rd all the way to 9th. So like if the touchdown, if Ramondre didn't get the touchdown and anyone else got it, I probably would have finished. Like somebody else may have jumped me, but like if it would have been either Travion or Butte, I would have jumped up for sure. Like I would have been 2nd, basically, maybe 1st. So like I was really close to winning there. I actually had hope the whole time, and I wasn't blocked if it was Butte. Where are? I'll look for it. Like I'll bring the draft board up and I'll look for this here. I'm wanting to find out how many rookies were on the winning teams last year. There we go. Found him. So early best ball championship last year. This is the first place team. Josh, this was the team that the guy yesterday said he got first place with the Josh Allen team. So it has CMC and Puka on it. So shout out OSU kid. 0 rookies there. Zero rookies on the entire team. What did second place do? But like last year was horrific for rookies. Zero rookies on that team as well. One rookie, only one rookie on the third place team. Yeah, let's take Braylon Allen here. And Sean Tucker. Yeah, so on the pre-draft last year, it looks like it wasn't that good. On the main event, we'll look at the first place team. They also had 0 rookies. But like if you go back to the year before, a lot of the contests had a bunch of rookies. And on drafters, honestly, rookies are probably like they're a lot worse on drafters than they are over on Underdog. What about James Conner to the Chiefs for a year? Well, he's fully under contract this year for the Arizona Cardinals, and it's like not a contract I believe they are able to cut. So I just don't think it's possible. I don't think it's a feasible thing to happen. Yeah, like so the year before, I think so. Like a buddy of mine, Steve-O Speak from Fanspeak Network. We're gonna do a pod on Thursday, going over some data. He got 4th in the big board over on Underdog 2 years ago, or not this past year, but the year before. And the first place team that year had 8 rookies on it, and he had like 5 or 6. And last year, I think the first place team had like 3, maybe. I mean, let's look at cut candidates real quick. Let's go to Over the Cap and find out. So James Conner. So they have, if they cut him pre-June 1, they basically they paying him $9 million and get $7.5 million of dead cap. If it's post June 1, same thing. So that's savings. Okay. So yeah, they do save quite a bit. So they get the dead money there and then they save. So maybe they cut him. All right, so what do we want to do here? We have I definitely don't want, like, I'm going to make this a Omar Cooper Jr. free team. I know everybody's shocked. Why is Michael Penix ADP so low? We're going to go with Dylan Sampson there. as our 7th RB. You already know KC is going to sign Jeremy McNichols and bring back one of Pacheco and draft Shade Knott for Shard Smith. As long as we don't like that right there sounds better to me than drafting Jeremiah Love. That's how out I am on us taking Jeremiah Love. I want this opposed to Jeremiah Love. I'm a KC fan. Man, Mike Rob has a really good point here. Really, really strong point there. We're going to go with Brian Robinson, though. I mean, our king. I knew it the whole time. It was the best pick on the board. Best pick on the board. The funniest thing is still me a week ago finally buying a pack of cards from last year and opening a Damian Martinez auto after touting him last year, not knowing that he was like a complete lunatic or whatever. Like, I don't know what what all happened, but like if the rumor was true, like it's pretty hilarious. I'm good. I'll tell you what's not good, and that's this team I'm drafting. This team I'm drafting is not good. We got boxed out at running back, and we have 8 of them. Well, we'll go over the team for you. We got a 1-8-5-2 right now. We got Caleb Williams, Chuba, Emmett Johnson, David Montgomery, Mason, Braylon, Tucker, Dylan Sampson, Brian Robinson. Wide receivers, Lamb, Jefferson, AJ Brown, Rome Odunze, Jaden Reed. Tight ends, Loveland and Harold Fannin. What's not good is this team, Emo. We are the donation kings here. We are absolutely donating here. But you know what? I'm having a good time. No different than spending $10 to go watch a movie and that movie sucking, you know? Like, we've all been there. We're all going to be there again. Not that movies only cost $10 right now. Hard to disagree, but the occasional wreck is good karma. This team looks like it was boxed out by prime Dennis Rodman. Yeah, like, man, like, I decided not to take Kyron because I'd taken Kyron. Like, I've drafted 4 teams today. I've taken Kyron on 3 of them. And I don't love the Kyron price. I've just been over here the whole day, and I've tried some double wide receiver stuff because every once in a while, like, something will fall. Nothing has fell at all today. And, like, we have this guy doing things over here. Like, yeah, it just went bad. It went really bad. Yeah, the wide receiver from the back draft is definitely tricky. Yeah, like, if like DeAndre Swift or like if DeAndre Swift, Javonte, or Judkins, Harvey, if any of those fall back, it feels okay. Like, not optimal, but okay, right? Like, whenever I'm like actively hoping that Shedeur Sanders is not on my team, you know it was a bad time. Like, absolute slam pick Shedeur Sanders. Slam pick Shedeur. But, like, I took Loveland to get a little different there. And then we got the gigantic fall to 83 on Harold Fannin. And there was no running back. Like, there was no running backs left except for, like, Pollard. But, like, I took a gamble that the guy would, like, not take Pollard and take one of the other guys. So Cooper did go over here. Yeah, we just take Io Manor there. Io Manor is a good. This team's about to be flagged and thrown out. I mean, I don't deserve this draft to be thrown out. This is my fault. this is all of my. This is totally my fault. Like I created this mess. Like I think I generally do a pretty good job drafting, but like, and sometimes you have to try these things. And like, if you're a volume drafter, you want to try these things. If you're just going in taking your shot, like if I only had 10 drafts to do, I would have absolutely taken Kyron there and built a more balanced approach because those are more likely to win. Yep. Mike Rob is on board now. He I'll sell you a share of this team, Mike Rob. I'll sell you a share of this team. You can get in for the low price of $10. $10, you can get half of this team. Are you in? It's got Io Manor on it. $10, you get half of this team, Mike Rob. You're welcome. That's all I'm going to say. You're welcome. Draft like you're right. 8 running back, crucial this year. I mean, if you run into a situation like this, you just adapt and do what you can, right? Like, do I love this team? Absolutely not. But do I think I built a good structure for what happened in this draft? I mean, taking Fannin was the real turning point, honestly, because I could have went Pollard and Chuba or Pollard and Dowdle or whatever, right? And maybe it feels a lot better, but I also Loveland. I don't know, right here would have taken like Kelsey or whatever, and been Loveland Kelsey versus Loveland Fannin, and I think Loveland Fannin is something fun. All right, so we definitely want another quarterback. We got the Cousins. We could go double car today. What could go wrong? We could do Tua. I think I'm actually going to go with another. I mean, I don't think the quarterbacks are fine. I really think I need another quarterback. I do think that like a 7th receiver, like Chuba, like I do think I have enough there at running back, honestly. What do I want to do here? I mean, I was honestly thinking that exact thing, Mike Rob. We're taking Tua. You know what'll get this team out of the gutter? It's Tua Tagovailoa. When in doubt, put all of your cards into Tua. Oh, Malik Washington went. That's a good pick by Corey. I was kind of hoping that Malik Washington was available. Ted Hurst. Let's go. All right, so this disaster is a 3-8-7-2. Caleb Williams, Shadur Sander, Tua, Chuba, Emmett Johnson, David Montgomery, Jordan Mason, Braylon Allen, Sean Tucker, Dylan Sampson, Brian Robinson. Wide receiver, CeeDee Lamb, Justin Jefferson, A.J. Brown, Adunze, Jaden Reed, Io Manor, Ted Hurst. Tight ends, Colson Loveland and Harold Fannin. Definitely not my best work. Absolutely not my best work. We will review Saul's team, and we will review Anybody else who didn't get a review in the first draft, shout out, and I will review your team. Tua goes first round in at least one draft I've seen. You posted that in the Discord, and I appreciate it because I absolutely laughed. I thought it was pretty awesome. And by the way, if you want to see more awesome teams like this drafted, think about subbing. I fail on a draft about once a week. Like, I try to push some things every once in a while, and it definitely doesn't always work out. And about once a week, you may, like, maybe not once a week, maybe it's more like once every other week, I have a team that just looks like this, to where I tried to push some things, the room didn't work with me, and I'm like a cat on roller skates, you know, like just trying to like get my balance the whole time. I guess Corey deserves a review as well. So Saul here, we got a 3-6-8-3. Jackson Dart, Tyler Shuck, Ty Simpson, Chase Brown, Quinshon Judkins, Tyler Algier, Tank Bigsby, Caleb Johnson, Joe Mixon. As we just found out, Simpson was autoed because my browser crashed. Did you get Ty Simpson? Who are you, Jonathan Bowie? Shout out Samson Nakua. Yeah. So back to this. Joe Mixon, like, I guess in the mid 200s, it's like, this is a team that if he was there in the mid 200s, I might have actually finally taken him. But I don't think has a chance to end back in Houston. Wide receivers: JSN, Olave, Devontae Adams, Alec Pierce, Steph Diggs, Matthew Golden, Kayshon Boutte, 173, absolute, like, what do you got? 50, 58, 60% Kayshon Boutte right now? Malachi Fields. Tight ends: Warren, Juwan, and Kittle. This is exactly, like, I have one Kittle share, and this is exactly what it looks like. It's a topish guy, a mid guy, and then Kittle fell 30 picks. Like, that's what I think you should do with Kittle on Drafter specifically. We got Corey, 3692, Purdy, Mendoza, McCarthy. Running backs: Jahmyr Gibbs, Breece Hall, Jalen Warren, Jonathan Brooks, Katron Allen, Emmanuel Wilson. Wide receivers: Zay Flowers, Jalen Waddle, Ricky Pearsall, Wandale, Romeo Dobbs, Ayuk, Vele, Malik Washington, Xavier Legette, Bowers, and Kincaid. I like it. I like it quite a bit. You always got to push it through, FK. Push it real good. Let me know where you drafted. I'll review because I'm about to head out. Let me know, and you obviously didn't get Ty Simpson because he went to Saul here. And but yeah, anyway, tomorrow I will be back on at 4 p.m. Central Time with Steph Miller from Leg Up. That'll be a blast. We will be back on Underdog tomorrow. We will be drafting what do we got here? I gotta at least say I also donated to the chat. For sure. Yeah, so Steph Miller will be on at 4 p.m. Central, and then I don't know anything about baseball, but Updog will be on at 8 p.m. We will be drafting some baseball. It'll be interesting. I'm going to do about an hour and a half of research at some point tonight or tomorrow, and that's all I'm going to do. But I appreciate everybody for coming out. Hit the like and subscribe if you want more content. Also, let me know if the highlight video I'm putting out on Malik Neighbors tonight if you get the notification, if you have notifications turned on, I think I got that figured out. Anyway, have a good night, everybody. Peace.
Hey, we're grinding through the torment. High volume, no management. Taming souls in descent. Grinding drafts through the abyss, no rest in our veins. Feel striking like lightning, flooding endless pains from late season voids. He's dropping all the flames. Bestball Degens unite, shattering the chains. Old school RP stacking fury, derailing trendy trains. Who is commanding the storm etched in our brains? Who? Hey, thunder in the names, claiming all the kills. Flames, names, games. Degen wrath of fuse, stone age torment remains. Bestball eternal, in remains infernal domain. Pterodactyl pigs screaming, came in chaos reigns. Fossil fury fuels the fire.